that pops up. You ready? You can go.
All right. Yesterday was Halloween.
It was Halloween.
It was a full moon. You called it a blue moon?
A blue moon.
A
It
blue
was a
moon?
blue moon.
Blue moons are 2 full moons in a month, right?
I think so because there was also a blood moon this month.
Don't know what that means.
It looked kind of reddish. It was a blood moon.
But it's not a full moon.
No, it was. Yeah,
no, I thought a blue moon was 2 full moons. What's a blood moon?
A blood moon. I don't know.
What the fuck's up with all these colors? The Crips and Bloods were out at night, is what you're telling me, right? Took them blues and reds and shit.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
That's crazy. Yo, off the hook.
Okay.
It would only be 2020 that would have a fucking blue moon and then a full moon on Halloween.
Yeah, that was. I think that was kind of cool. This year, because of 2020, because of what 2020 is,
bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I like that it was kind of wild like this.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it that we had a blood moon to prep us for Halloween, and then we had a blue moon for whatever reason we had it, and here we are.
When's the new moon?
I think isn't that after the cycle of the moons, and then you come back to the new, and it's a new full. Sometime in November.
I wanted you so bad to say the new moon was going to be on Monday because I like Duran Duran. You know what I'm talking about. Those motherfuckers, those pretty motherfuckers from Britain with their hair and shit. New moon on Monday.
Yeah.
Emails. We got Mac, the fake-ass sports fan. That's his new name, all right? Because he comes in here, he sits in my seat, and he talks no fucking sports, right? Dodgers are on fire. Buccaneers will win the Super Bowl. Fuck my life. At least I have you two.
Could you
a bottle of lube to help ease the pain. Rub it in, Jameson. All right? I bet Misty and the prison all-star team could beat the Patriots. He's probably right. Anyone know anything about soccer? Maybe I'll become a Jazz fan again. Fuck. He's a little irritated about that. Speaking of which,
I love the Jazz.
No. Let me say this before you get into your thing. The Jazz should sell drugs because the way they made that sale right there on the low and nobody knew, and they just dropped it on your fucking forehead.
And then and now I'm like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is there where's the next Oklahoma City?
Yeah.
No, I can sympathize, whatever one of those eyes I can with the people of Seattle.
Okay.
You take my Jazz from me? I don't know what I'm going to do.
Supposedly there's a clause that says they're not going to move out of Utah.
Yes, because Gail Miller, who was the owner, because Larry has died, she put the Jazz in a trust that basically said you're not leaving Utah. However, when she sold the whole organization and everything else, she sells the clause too. So he can, I'm sure there's a year, like a time frame.
Okay.
But the guy that bought it is also a native.
He's from Utah.
Yeah. And so I can't imagine him moving it.
Okay.
But money talks, buddy. Money talks.
He looks like Jim's big boy. The fact that this motherfucker was a billionaire, I picture him out there with the fucking burgers and shit, holding it up there like that.
Did you look at him and what have I done with myself? If he's a billionaire, could I have gotten a loan at a bank and been like, I want to buy the Jazz? 1.3 I don't know what he bought it for, but let's say it's 1.2 and I go in I want 1.3 billion. I'm going to buy the Jazz. Could I have gotten a loan for that?
Well, he's one of the lesser, cooler dudes to own a fucking team. Let's just put it that way. But good on him.
I don't know, man.
Good on him.
Look at
but
the owners.
They kept that shit quiet. You know, it was like when you were young and, you know, maybe you had a young lady hanging down by your nether regions and she's like,
who?
Just don't come in my mouth. And you're like, yeah. I got it. And she keeps doing whatever she's doing. Just don't come in my mouth. Yeah. I got it. And then you go, and she's like, oh, I thought you wanted. It was a surprise. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how the Jazz sell was in my eyes. Kurt's the guy that's the shitty emailer. And I've been following this motherfucker. He emailed every week since he emailed the last time.
He had. I was just getting. So I'm glad you brought it up because I was going to ask.
Okay.
Where he's been because he made it was him right that made the declaration that he was going to keep pace with Jameson.
Yeah, he was going to be the last read email.
Yeah, and I was wondering where they were.
Well, keep in mind he's after Mac. Okay, so he's up on the totem pole.
But he hasn't been has he been every week since?
No, he sent it in. I don't read his fucking shit. But this one, because he tried to be ludicrous on me.
Because it worked, yeah.
He thinks he's Daryl Mack and shit, right? Kurt, the shit emailer. He says, I heard what you said, Jamathan, and I'm here to say, I write emails like an old school rapper, and I say
here we go.
things that make you feel like I'm a trapper. Okay? People like you are jealous of my style because you act like a Kyle.
If he's listened, he'll understand that Jamathan's like 87 years old.
Can you? First of all right, Jamathan being 87 doesn't matter in this scenario. That's the least important part of that fucking phrase that he just put out. But I read it just hopefully he'll fucking taper off a little bit because he has high expectations of himself.
Do you remember on the Cosby Show when the boy
Theo
decided that he was going to be a rapper with his buddy? Do you know what beat and kind of song he rapped to?
Mm-mm.
Do you remember when Run DMC rapped with Aerosmith?
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. Go back and
they
listen.
did Walk This Way?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same feeling, the same vibe. That's what that reminded me of. Because I was like, Theo, buddy, like, I appreciate the attempt, and it was probably hot back then, but do something new. Do something fresh.
Yeah.
This is where I'm at now. But I digress. Continue.
I mean, I miss Run DMC.
I do too.
I really
Damn, weren't they so...
Damn. All right.
They did a Christmas rap, for hell's sakes.
Merry
They
Christmas.
did a Christmas...
Oh, man.
Okay.
Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens. Oh, man. When he said that, I was fucking listening. You know what I mean? All right. Jeff says, I found you guys by seeing your logo. I thought it was... Wow. Okay, let me start over. Jeff says, I found you guys by seeing your logo. I thought it was guy on guy action. Then I watched the live feed, and you're sitting 5 feet apart. I call that false advertising. Anyway, I want to know how old each of you were when you took your first drink, and what grade you were in when you realized you were mentally challenged. Also, I want to know how old Keith was when he learned one size does not fit all in terms of hats. Thanks for making me laugh, guys.
I will tell you this. One size fits all. But they say one size fits all, but there's also, if you've ever looked, there's always small, medium, and then large, extra large. I'm a small, medium. I assume that you don't buy those.
Don't turn
because
on
you
me.
need a snapback.
Okay. How old was I when I took my first drink? Me and Spoonie. I was probably 12 years old. I had a sip of Wild Irish Rose. And after that, I drank probably like the next 3 weeks, and I didn't drink again until I was like 17.
I remember. So there's, and I'm going to right now apologize because this is what you do in this culture in these days. I'm going to apologize right now for anybody named Cole and anybody named Wendy.
Fuck them.
Because I had a traumatic experience, as a child with a Cole and a Wendy. However,
were they your babysitters?
No,
was Wendy your babysitter and Cole came in through the window when your parents weren't home?
Yeah, maybe.
Would go get the Vaseline. Why?
But when I was younger, I'm not gonna give my age.
Why my lips aren't chapped? They will be.
The corners of my mouth are cracking. So, there was a lady named Wendy, and I remember I was 13 or 14. Probably 30. I don't even remember. We would have breakfast, and she would make these fantastic omelets. It was a friend of mine, and his name I'll leave out because he listens, and people might draw connections.
I'll be sure.
Yep. And Wendy for breakfast. We're talking 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, because she drove. She was like, "Get your asses up, let's go." But you know what she served with her omelets? Screwdrivers.
God bless her.
And that's when I learned that the screwdrivers, and that's probably why I am the way I am.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I would watch her. She would pour the orange juice, and I was like, okay. And then she would pour this clear liquid.
Yeah. How old were you?
13 or 14.
Okay.
And I was like, what's that? She's like, don't worry. Don't worry. You'll be all right. And I would drink it, and after like the third or fourth one, I was like,
third or fourth?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this was a serious. Okay. When I eat breakfast, I love orange juice because orange juice for Wood here. This full disclosure, orange juice is like a laxative for me.
Oh boy.
So I can get out the previous days information with a glass of orange juice. You give me 4 glasses of orange juice,
a bed's getting shitted in.
Yes, go to Don't Shit Yourself if you want to learn about that.
This motherfucker.
So she would give. I love orange juice though. I love orange juice. I could roll up into the McDonald's, give me an egg McMuffin, a hash brown, and an orange juice. Let's go.
And you're happy.
I love it. I love it. It's one of the best things. But anyway, when I was a kid, she would give me these, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep drinking them. And I never understood why she gave me those in like one of those little short glasses. Yeah. I said, when I go to a restaurant, they give it in a tall glass. She's like, trust me, you want it in a small glass.
Right.
Okay. Let's go.
And after she gave you 2 or 3 of those, did she tell you to come in the room and scratch her?
She did. This is a whole different story. I'm not going to go down this path.
Come scratch me. That's weird.
Listen, I have family that listens to this, okay?
Why when your legs connect, why does that always itch there? I'm curious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to go down this path because things happened.
I went for you.
Okay. But anyway... how did we get here? I don't know, but continue.
Jiffy Knuckles. Wooden Keith. Jiffy Knuckles sounds like Keith's mobster alter ego from Boston. We know you'd never do that, and I doubt Kevin would either. Kevin's done some things, okay? Don't celebrate the hatred, Keith. Poor PB Face could die from that. You know, the thing I celebrate is the fact that this dude had information on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like, oh, this guy's allergic to cats. Let me cover myself in cat hair and go over there and assault him. That way, if my feeble punches don't do anything, at least the cat hair will make his throat close up.
Yeah. So if
really hate him,
if I'm gonna put peanut butter on my hands, dip it in cat hair. Or, you know what's even worse than cat? If you're allergic to cats, you know what you're far more allergic to? Cows and horses. Hard lesson I've learned.
Okay,
Keith. You put some horse hair or cow hair, if you have access to it, on top of the peanut butter, you're going to put that person in a coma probably.
Here's the thing about me, and I think I've talked about this before. I'm from the city. And so when I realized that horses had hair and not skin, I thought horses had skin like me and you. Because every time I saw them on TV,
they look shiny and smooth.
They were shiny. It looked like skin. I thought they were, skin people running around. And so I never forget. First time I saw a horse and he had fucking hair, I was blown away. I thought that horse was deformed or something, man. Because I just knew they had fucking skin. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my life.
It's silly.
All right, so back to Jamison. I had the opportunity to catch the last half of the live stream of the show. The visual added to the entertainment value. Put that on the best producer in the business. That's Wood. Wood, your emergency was clearly because you needed to pee.
Yeah, that's
Par
true.
for the course, I guess. I've always been too old to wear affliction shirts. I was wondering if there's an age I should retire the Barco Loungo and graduate to the rocket chair. I might already be there. Great show. Love Jamison. That's the end of the emails. What?
It is. I'm so glad we're at the end of the emails because I've been trying to say for the last 14 minutes that our Snaggles is Avion Tequila. Avion? We've had this once before. Now, I'm going to give everyone a glimpse into our world here.
Let's do it.
We were supposed to have not a mask off today, right?
No, it was a weed dude. He was coming in here. He was going to talk about the benefits of weed.
Right. And that didn't happen because things
happen in life.
Yeah.
Motherfucker had a big shipment he had to deliver. I don't know where the hell he is. But he texted me. He was supposed to come on at 2 o'clock. He texted me about 11:30 and said, "Hey, I can't do it. You don't know me.
Yeah.
Move along." All right.
And so here we are.
Here we are.
Here we sit in the woodshed. And so Keith showed up early to get ready for the Not a Mask Off, and he brought Avion Tequila.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first, I don't know, hour and a half, I was like, I don't know if it's doing anything for me. The second we started talking and I hit buttons.
Called a sucker punch.
Yeah, it came up, kick me right in the ass. Now, if we get through this thing, I am going to be surprised.
We got no choice but to get to the finish line. I'm also drinking something called Niner Block. And let me tell you about this. This is from Rooster's Brewing Company. This is local. Established 1995 out of Ogden, motherfucking Utah. And this is what they talk about. They talk about a hoppy nose gives way to the subtle toffee and caramel mark characteristics of this earthy German-style lager. I don't like dark beer. I like this shit. I want to put. Here's what I want to do.
And you know what? And anyone that's listened to this knows I don't do manly things. I don't do beer because
it's too manly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But this, however, is very tasty. It is.
Here's how old I am.
Okay.
My son put me onto this. My son brought me this fucking beer. I got more alcohol for my birthday than a fucking wino that just hit the lottery. Okay, I got so much alcohol for my fucking birthday. My son walks in with a 6-pack. He brings an array of shit. He's like, Dad, try this, try that, try this, because I know you have a refined palate, which is code for I know you get
You're
bored
an alcoholic.
easy. That one too. And this was my favorite one, Niner Block. So it hit. I loved it. I went out and bought 6 packs. I got 36 fucking of these beers. I brought them for you because I thought you would man up once in a fucking while. Your girl liked it more than you did.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
But
well, she is much more of a man than me.
But this is the local shit, man. And like I said, Rooster's Brewing Company. If you guys get on this Niner shit, you'll be better off for it.
It is. And guys, as always, first of all, go check them out. And if you're in there and you happen to speak to the owner of the brewery and they're like, "Oh, how'd you hear about us?" Tell them SoWhutChuSayin sent you, and then kick them our way. And as always, guys, our snack is brought to you by Tiger Claw Tattoo. Yeah, it's funny. So I love Tiger Claw's artwork. They're fantastic. Every one of the
all
artists,
they do is artwork. Their artwork.
And it's so when you now we know that when you look up something or you talk about something, the Googles, the Alexas are always listening, right? I'm waiting for one of those two damn things to go off.
Can I help you? Yeah, bitch, take your top off.
I didn't hear what you said. Play what? Okay, but if you so they're always listening. So if you're looking at those, and I always look at Tiger Claw Tattoos artwork, they are far better than some of these shows you watch on TV. Now, I because I've talked about them, these are popping up on my my social media feeds. Mm-hmm. These tattoo shows.
Okay.
And I'm looking at them and I'm going, Tiger Claw Tattoo kicks your ass all day long.
You're saying Danny Glover and Morgan Freeman look the same on these other ones? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like, guys, Tiger Claw Tattoo is some of the best I have ever seen in my entire life. Now, I have a lot of tattoos.
Yes.
And these guys are fantastic. I would put Tiger Claw Tattoo up against any professional, even a show.
They are professionals.
Yes.
They are professionals.
Yeah, but you can put a professional up against a professional, and they'll kick their ass.
I agree.
Everybody in that shop will kick anybody else's ass.
What I like about them, and this is from you, they sit there and they talk to you about the tattoo, what you want to do. You know what I mean? Are you sure you want to put Hank's name on the top of your hooter? You know what I mean?
Let's call it.
Do you really love Diane that much where you want to put it on your ass? Because that's a little effeminate.
All
right. That's a little effeminate.
Listen, when I went in and got my tramp stamp, Shay was like, "Wood, like, I mean, really?" And I said, "Shay, here's the thing. I like them. I think they bring out my feminine side, and I feel empowered." He's like, I
feel strong.
I don't think you should do it, but here we are. So my tramp stamp, thank you, Shay, for it. But guys, go see Tiger Claw Tattoo. I promise they are the best in the business in this entire state. You are not going to be disappointed. You're going to love them. You're going to appreciate all the work that they do. Tiger Claw Tattoo, they're in Mill Creek. And you know what I'm going to do?
What?
On our social medias. I'm going to post it up right now because we're live.
Okay.
This is a thing.
Yes. They
Keith
love
and Wood, we've gone live.
They love
and I'm going to post up right now the address and the phone number so you can schedule yourself an appointment with Tiger Claw Tattoo in Mill Creek.
Meow. Here's what's underrated.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna pause you because I think
shit. That's a classic Wood pause, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, it's back to Run DMC. They had a song called Pause.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. I love my Run DMC. Wait, was it last week we ended with Run DMC? No, it was Run DMC.
That was his live.
Yeah.
Because it was live.
Yeah, it was. And we are. Anyway, I digress. So I've said that twice this episode. This Avion tequila has kicked my ass. So as Keith would say, it came up and sucker punched me. I apologize for anybody listening to this that's like, what happened and where are you guys going? Because I'm sitting here. I had a little bit of technical difficulties beforehand because if you're watching live, if you've watched any of our previous stuff, you will see, and I know people aren't this detail-oriented, especially the ones that are listening to us, we got some new equipment. I'm trying to figure it out. And I've got to figure it out, but I've got to work out the tweaks to it.
By new equipment would mean somebody left their trailer unlocked, and he stumbled across it.
That's right. So to do this, I have to, there's some kinks here and there, and I got to work it out. And he's like, you know what? Here, have a glass full of tequila. That'll help you. And as I'm going through, I'm drinking it. And I'm like, yeah, it's not really. Maybe I'm becoming a man and I'm not feeling it. All of a sudden,
this Avion does this to you. You sit there and you sip on it and you drink it, right? And then you're feeling good as you're sitting down. You go to stand up and the Avion's like, hey, asshole. It taps you on the shoulder, punches you in the fucking jaw and says, remember me? And you're like, yes, sir, I do. Please don't hit me again.
Sit back down. Stay where you're at. So here we are. I'm going to stay where I'm at. Anyway.
I got a bunch of soaps from your girl last week.
Yeah, you did.
Hand soaps.
Yeah, like the kind you put in the bathroom that foam up when you give it the pump.
You guys have heard me on this fucking podcast when we have little breaks. I come back and I want to eat my fucking fingers. I got the guest smell in my hands. I got wood smell in my hands. I'm smelling my hands. So I said, why just relegate that to your fucking hands? Yeah. I took the pump soap. I put it in the shower. I said, let me wash my nuts and balls with this, okay? Same thing, nuts and balls, ass, all that shit. Wash it.
Yeah.
I smelled beautifully. It smelled like I was chopping wood, but yet I was clean. You know what I mean? I said to my girl, do you want to smell me down? She's like, get away from me. I said, smell me down like ready for the world, okay? Smell what I'm putting down, okay?
Yeah,
she's like, please, again, get away from me. I was like, I washed every area with it. I was foaming that fucking soap. So I'm washing.
So if you go back to our dermatologist episode,
yes,
and you pump that on a wash rag, that'll go a little bit further than if you just put it on your hands and wash it.
Right.
So you pump it on a wash rag, and then you wipe your whole body down with it. You're gonna smell like snow-crested mountain, or mountain spring breeze.
No, I got
something.
The little soap, not loofah, but the sponge thing. That little fucking thing you get. You put it in there and it just. Like girls use that. You play with it and it just foams up and shit. Like
girls use that. As guys are like, I don't ever use that. As they're washing themselves down with a loofah.
Yeah, I got the Wood Springs fucking soap in it. Yo, it was incredible, man. So once again, I want to thank your girl for hooking me up with all the seasons of all the soaps to wash my shit, to chase my girl around the house and be like, smell me.
Yeah.
Smell me.
Yeah.
I smell spectacular. Because when I wash my hands with it, I want to eat my hands.
Yeah.
So in my mind, if I put it on my nethers, ta-da, right?
Somebody's going to want to eat my nethers.
I didn't have a lot of trick-or-treaters last night.
Okay. I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
And these cocksuckers missed out because I have full-size candy bars. Let me tell you little motherfuckers that didn't trick-or-treat. Tell your parents this, too. I survived the 80s. All right, with razor blades and pears and apples and shit, which
never happened.
Right, never happened. But you know what I did get one time? What? I got a bag of weed. I got a bag. No, seriously, I got a bag of just true story.
That would have been great.
I went over. It was right by White Boy Terry's house. Remember I talked about White Boy Terry's house.
You talked about him.
It was next door to him.
He was the white boy that lived in the
hood.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he could fight or he had dirt on somebody or whatever the case, but they never killed him and he stayed there. I went to the house next door. They put money in my bag, and apparently a weed. We used to have nickel bags back in the day where you could pay $5 and get some weed. I don't think you can do that anymore.
Okay.
And I'm walking down the street, and all of a sudden these two hoodlums come up to me, and they're like, hey, we need to look in your bag. And I was like, you're not taking my Snickers or my Reese's peanut butter cups. They're like, hey, little motherfucker, shut up. We're looking in your bag. And I had a little little manila package of weed in there. He accidentally put it in there, and that's good.
He wanted it back. Yeah.
Last thing I needed was weed in my bag to take to school the next day to brag to the kids that I had weed in my bag. Right? What am I gonna do with that? Sell it on the playground?
You know what I had about like 8 houses down from my house where I grew up is a dentist. And now, before y'all think about that I grew up in some affluent area, he could have just robbed a dental place. I don't know, because if anybody that's listening knows where I grew up, you'll know this is probably not true. But I would get a toothbrush.
Okay.
Keith, I got a toothbrush. I would trick or treat, and he would give me a toothbrush.
Yeah, it's because he's an asshole, is what it is. He's a condescending asshole.
He said he was a dentist, but he gave us toothbrushes.
Yeah.
Toothbrushes.
What'd you do with it?
I used it. My mom was like, look, we go into the dentist once a year.
Was it wrapped?
Yeah. No, it was an actual, like, in the thing. You had to, like, pop it out the back. You can't really get it out. Actually, no, it was in a plastic bag. I lied to you. And it was sealed because we're talking, like, the 80s, 90s, right? We would use the toothbrush because the dentist appointment wasn't for probably another 6-7 months. And then, you got to use something in between.
See,
so I would use it. My mom. You think my mom would let me go? You've met my parents. You think they would let me go without using a toothbrush? It was given to me.
A free toothbrush. Yes. There you go. Use all the free shit. But the reason I ask is this, because I was that guy. I always have been. I take my toothbrush with me when I'm at hotels. Because before I saw the video of the hotel maid sticking the toothbrush in her wahoo or up her ass, or putting it in the toilet, I never liked that shit. You know what I mean? If you're cleaning my room, understand you're getting $5 to $10 every day just for cleaning the fucking room on top of whatever you make an hour.
Right.
I will tip a maid because I don't want you doing anything to any of my shit. And I take my toothbrush with me. I put it in the fucking car because you're not taking my fucking toothbrush, especially now that I got an electric toothbrush, and putting it up your ass. No, seriously, people do foul shit, man. People are fucked up.
They do. I'm not going to go into what I did with the electric bottom of a toothbrush because, again, I have family that listens and probably my parents at some point, and I don't want them to know what happened in their living room with my vibrating toothbrush. But
you put it on your balls.
Not me. I was a high schooler.
You had a girl put it on your balls?
Don't worry.
Why you bring a fucking toothbrush into the equation? That's a lot of fucking work right there, man. She's new to the game. She doesn't know how to do all this. And you really don't even know what the fuck you like. So you bring the toothbrush in. That's some foreign shit right there.
If you don't experience, how are you going to experiment? How are you ever going to learn?
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I
how
agree.
Are you gonna
learn? That's a lot of pressure for an 11th grader, man. So let's talk. Go back to Halloween. Let's talk about costumes. Possibly, did you design or make any costumes while you were drinking White Claw?
Perhaps I did.
Perhaps. Let's do tell.
So this is probably the 3rd year in a row. However, this year in particular, I am quite proud of the costume that I...
Take a sip of your White Claw for the camera so they can understand how proud you are.
Okay, so...
Yeah. There's a man's not man.
Designed, sewed with a sewing machine. I bought... 2 yards of fabric. Somebody out there is following me. I bought 2 yards of fabric. I bought 4 yards of tulle.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm just gonna keep going because you don't understand. I'm not gonna take the time to explain it to you because we got to get this thing moving. I bought.
So you're talking to housewives that listen right now.
I am. In fact, I bought all this. I sat down on my sewing machine. I had zero pattern. And I cut and I created a mermaid costume for a child. I did. Bet your ass I did. And you know what? It was the hit of the school. I created, and this is in the 1st year, last year I sewed an entire dress for a teenager, top to bottom. I sewed it from scratch, and I made me an Egyptian costume last year. This year was a mermaid. This year I made a mermaid costume, and it is fantastic. Everybody loved it. You know what? If you need something sewn, hit me up. It's SoWhutChuSayin at gmail.com. I will sew you something, and it will look fantastic. I'm not afraid, and I'm not ashamed. I'll drink my White Claw. Crystal, on our social medias, she says, good Lord, I can't even. You know what? You are even.
One of my boys listens to this. He's ex-college football player. His name's John. Okay, and every fucking Monday, because we record on Sunday, and he's on it right off top. He's like, "What's up with your dude in the fucking White Claw? Why are you hanging out with those people?"
Yeah.
I mean, in the '80s, that's okay, right? But he thinks you're gay. Okay. And so now that you put the I'm sewing a Little Mermaid, you didn't even sew Incredible Hulk. You didn't sew the Thing.
Nope.
Batman.
Nope.
You sold the Little Mermaid with fucking confidence.
Listen. Little Mermaid's even more masculine than what I did. Because Little Mermaid's green and red. This is purple it was like a metallic purple with like the scales on it.
Okay, yeah.
It was shimmery. And then at the bottom, because you can't walk in a mermaid tail, so I put some tulle, which is a type of fabric. Okay, and it was purple.
Did you sew all this while you're watching Hope Floats?
I'm just watching Hallmark Christmas movies, okay?
I didn't have a lot of trick-or-treaters, and I had full-size candy bars, by the way. All right?
Okay.
That's all I got to say. I want to reiterate that.
But you know what? The 5 or 6 groups of people that you handed out full-size candy bars to are going to talk to friends and family. Guess who's getting more people next year? And I love it. You know what? This is the greatest thing. So if you... those of you listening to us, if you want to increase the foot traffic for your Halloween, because a lot of people do. A lot of people are a little bit. I took my horde. So I have a minibus, in case you're wondering. I took my horde in my minibus. We went trick or treating, and there were more kids this year than I saw last year. It was incredible. But of course, we went to the places that give out full-size candy bars.
Well, what you do is you go to the rich neighborhoods for trick-or-treating and for yard sales.
Yes.
I'm not going to a yard sale next door. I'm going to the yard sale at fucking 9 tax brackets above me.
If it says estate sale, go.
I'm your man.
Yep. And then cook hot dogs. For Halloween. Like as the kids come by and the parents, because if you're out there, how much are hot dogs? They're cheap as shit, right? Okay. You can buy the cheap ones.
So you put hot dogs in trick-or-treat bags?
No. Oh. I put my grill out in the front driveway because I don't have a back driveway. I put it in the front, in the driveway. That's what I meant to say. Avion's kicking my ass. Anyway, I put it out in the front, right? And I grill up hot dogs. So as people come by trick-or-treating with their kids and the adults, you get a hot dog. And mustard's cheap, ketchup's cheap, a little bit of sweet relish for weirdos, and you because I like dill, and you let them make a hot dog, and then they go on their way. You're bringing more traffic to your house the next year, and you're bringing more traffic onto your street, which creates more people out there trick-or-treating like when we were kids. Do you remember ever having a parent with you as you trick-or-treated?
No, hell no.
No, because it was full of kids everywhere.
Yeah.
Now... I understand climate has changed, so a parent follows. But to attract those parents to come out with their kids, make hot dogs.
What do you think about houses that celebrate Halloween to the fullest and don't have kids? I got 2 of those in my fucking neighborhood. That's not creepy to you?
I'm okay with that. You know
really? Because that says pedophile to me all day long.
Last night, I had a couple show up to my door. Now, they're probably in their mid-20s. The only reason why I know this is because the female that came up, God bless you.
She was whoring it up.
Oh my!
Whoring it up
like nobody's business.
Ta-da.
Like I don't even know why she had a top on, but it's okay. Some tiggle bitties, and she showed up with her man, and he was dressed, I think as a ninja. I can't remember now. It doesn't matter.
He doesn't matter.
I was like, y'all, you know what? Take candy. Just take it all. As adults, can we trick-or-treat as adults? I say yes. Society's changed. I say yes.
No, but I'm talking about the houses that celebrate Halloween. Because I got the fucking lady that stole my daughter's cat across the street, and she's got a yard full of fucking ghouls and goblins. And then there's this other motherfucker with a fake-ass, he's got the guy was in fucking Bad Boys 2. He had that long goatee. He's like this. He's got this long fucking goatee. Anyway, he's a fucking weirdo, right? He's a weirdo, and his wife works at fucking Lowe's because every time I go in there, she tries to talk to me, but she doesn't talk to me because she lives straight across the street, right? She never talks to me at her house, but she talks to me at Lowe's. I can't figure that shit out, so I just don't talk to her.
I say it's okay because I think I had those people that don't have kids that decorated. I think I had them show up to my house for candy.
Yeah,
and I'm totally cool.
But you had a hot 20-year-old with her titty out. That's different.
Yeah, she's mid-20s.
This lady should have had not a hot 45-year-old, and please keep your titties away. Matter of fact, leave them home or put them in the mailbox before you leave.
Yeah, but would you look?
No.
Liar.
That's a lie. My boy Lindsay. My boy Lindsay always says it. He always says, right? There'd be some fat fucking girl with a fucking pants hanging down, right? And she'd go to bend over because she dropped something, and her ass would be hanging out. He's like, oh, her ass is hanging out. I go, why'd you look? He goes, I can't help it.
Yeah, you can't. You're not gonna not look.
I can't help it.
I say it to people all the time. It doesn't matter what kind of titties out. You're gonna look at.
You're gonna look. Titties is titties.
Yep.
That's fucking funny, man. Oh my gosh. Yo, all right, because we had a dude that was gonna come on here and talk about weed. I want to talk about some weed things right now.
Okay.
Do you remember McDonald's advertising with the moon face guy?
Yep, I do.
That motherfucker was high.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay, that was a high person.
Yeah.
And I got like several of those I wanted to talk to the weed guy about in terms of who's high, because they talk about weed being better for you than alcohol. I don't know. I've always been scared of drugs.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna how do the kids say it these days? I'm gonna plead the fifth, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say I feel like you have to drink a lot more alcohol than you would have to consume weed to get to where you are, if that makes sense, or to get where you want to be. And we know that alcohol destroys your liver. Far as I know, weed leaves your liver alone.
Okay, I go to a liver specialist every year. I do. Every year in June, I go to a liver specialist, and every year in June, I expect him to say, Keith, stop drinking. And he never says it. So I sit there. I got my head in my hands, right? And he walks. So the girl comes in first. She does your blood pressure. Yeah. She does all that shit. Yeah. Oh, the doctor will be in to see you in a minute. And I sit there and I'm doing a fucking leg shake. I don't normally do that, but I'm doing a leg shake. And I got my hands in my head, and I'm like, all right. And he walks in, and this guy, we should have him on the fucking show. This motherfucker dresses so damn cool, right? Yeah. He dresses nice. Every time I'm like, yo, you got those some nice shoes. Those some nice pants. Every time I compliment him, I don't know if it's because I want him to fucking bump my numbers to the right place, right?
Right.
And I put my head down, and I just wait for him to start talking. He's like, oh, okay, Mr. Keith, yeah, so your numbers are this, that, and the other. Look, speak fucking English. Stop speaking Yiddish to me, and just tell me, can I drink or can I not drink? All right? And he goes,
do I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down
right. That's all I want to know.
Yeah.
And every year, he's like, keep doing what you're doing. I go, all right, wait, doc. Let me explain something to you. This is how much I drank. He's like, oh, really? I go, yes, this is how much I drank. Yeah, you're fine. I go, do I need to drink more water? Should I let it? He goes, Keith, keep doing what you're doing. I go, you don't know the monster you're fucking fueling right now. Yeah. I'll see you next year.
Yep.
I'll try to improve on this. Every fucking year. So, yeah, I go in, my liver, kidney, all that fucking shit, I'm good. I did the milk thistle thing for a while because I thought I needed to.
Yeah,
I was trying to get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
No, my doctor's like, cool.
It's like, all that's going to do is plug you up. So when I go to the doctor and they're doing, like, the nurse is like, okay, we're going to take your blood pressure, do your weight. So I get on there and I get with my weight, and sometimes it's not ideal. It's not what I want. I want to be a little less. But then they sit down and they're like, we're going to do your blood pressure. You know what I do? I just stare at the nurse. I don't blink. I don't make an expression. I just stare at her.
Love this.
Because my blood pressure is always great. And she's like, oh, that's really good. And I just stare at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Why do you guys turn everything sexual?
I don't know, but
that's what we do. You know what I mean? You sturdy. you put your feet up by your ears and shit, right? Yeah, you like that, don't you? You like that. Yeah. Look at my blood pressure.
Yeah.
How's my heart rate?
What do you want to do with that blood pressure, girl?
What the fuck's wrong with us, man?
I don't know. We're messed up.
So I just had a birthday, and I got a lot of alcohol. I'm off that. But what I'm learning is that I still think I'm 26. I had a buddy who was moving the other day.
No. That's been established months and months, probably years ago.
Probably years ago.
You think
I do.
26, yeah.
But the difference is now I think I want to project the fact that I think I'm 26. I don't think I'm 26. So one of my buddies is moving, and I was like, hey, you need help moving? Fingers crossed. It was a text. I was like, fingers crossed.
He's going to
say no.
Need
help moving. I'm moving like a bread box. Okay, and maybe a blender.
Do you have a box full of linens? Because I can.
That's all I'm moving, right? But a half hour later, he texted me back. He was like, I don't need help moving. I was relieved.
Oh, good.
I was like, fuck, I'm getting old,
I
man.
need help unpack.
Because there was a time where I would take, you need to wash your dryer, fridge moved. I'm the one.
Yeah, they're like, throw that bitch on my back.
And now this motherfucker's like, no, I don't need help. I was like, I need to stop asking that question because one day somebody's going to ask me to cash that fucking check I just wrote.
Yeah.
I don't want that no more.
You know what? We've had this discussion before in the past. So for those of you new listeners, if somebody asks you, or I'm sorry, if you ask somebody like, hey, if you want to find out who your real friends are, tell them you're moving.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever shows up, those are your real friends.
I'm your real friend, but I will now Venmo you like $110.
Yeah. I moved not too long ago, damn it. And I'll tell you what, my real friends, well, that was all family. I don't know what that says about me and my ability to have friends, but I had all family. So, yeah, I don't know if I have friends listening, but they consider themselves as such. Thanks for helping me move, assholes.
I feel bad for guys with hips. You see those guys out there and they have hips,
like the Baby Huey thing going on.
Yeah, right. Like fucking what's her name from fucking the Jeffersons? What was the maid's name? Marla Gibbs. Fucking hips.
I'm staring at you like you're gonna somehow divine intervention put that into my head. I got nothing.
I just don't understand. Like, guys with hips, that's just shitty. You're not athletic. You're never going to be good at sports. Who's the last guy
are you going to birth a child?
Who's the last guy with hips to play sports? Probably Oliver Miller. He's a fat fuck.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger's on his way, but he's earning them.
You think he's got hips? But if you put Ben, you got to put the dude for the Colts. What was his name? Andrew Luck.
Yeah,
he's a little hippie.
Yeah.
Right? But they can throw a ball. I'm talking athletic. Is a quarterback an athlete? Randall Cunningham, Steve Young, Fran Tarkenton. Who's a running quarterback? Oh, Michael Vick.
I mean, Brady's still out there, but
statue.
Yeah, I mean, all he has to do is throw a ball.
He's not outrunning nobody.
He has to throw a ball. Yeah,
he's not outrunning nobody.
He's got to throw a ball.
I saw a GoFundMe the other day.
Oh, I like these. Okay.
The problem I had with it is I juxtaposed it up against our GoFundMe ages. When you needed money back in the day, what did you do? You grabbed a lawnmower.
Yep.
You grabbed a shovel.
Yep.
You grabbed a rake.
And
you went and earned it money.
You did.
Earned it money. That's what I just said. Earned it.
Yeah, it's got 2 Ds.
These motherfuckers, they now want you to just give them money. I saw a GoFundMe so somebody could fucking take their dog to the vet. You can't afford that dog. That goes back to my dad saying, Keith, can you afford the sob? I was like, yeah, old man. Are you fucking deaf? I got $3,500. And then the sob broke down. He's like,
the sob cost $3,300. They got $200 gas, and it was 99 cents at the time.
He beat my ass with that one, right? I saw a GoFundMe for, I need to go visit my sick dad. Obviously, you done made some bad life choices.
Right. Yep.
I saw a GoFundMe so I can go to a fucking concert. I saw a GoFundMe so I can take a girl on a date. And motherfuckers are giving people money for this shit.
Go to the GoFundMe website and just scroll. There's people that get money for shit that it'll blow your mind. Random shit. It doesn't even matter. Like, on a date? No, screw you. So, you know what? Somebody out there listening, create a GoFundMe for So What You Saying. Because, you know what? I could use an upgrade on our computer equipment here.
At least put the panties up for auction. If you're going on a date and I GoFund you, at least give me something there.
Exactly.
You understand what I mean?
I want something.
Where's the benefit for me?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, now, are there legitimate GoFundMes? Yes. I would say
Are there?
Yeah, like,
give me one. What is one?
I've donated to somebody that has lost a child and needed help with some expenses.
Legitimate.
Totally okay.
Legitimate.
I have done that more than once, and I will do that again, and I have no problem with
legitimate.
that. Yeah,
absolutely
legitimate. Somebody out there in our world, create a So What You Saying GoFundMe because they need a new computer. Let's just see what happens. I don't know.
New computer. What they need to do is go to an unlocked trailer like Wood did for this new fucking equipment he got. Pay attention to what's going on. It fell off the back of the truck, as my cousin Kevin used to say.
Yeah. Luckily, it was wrapped.
Where'd you get this TV? It fell off the back of the truck. Questions fucking stop right there, okay?
Yep. They're like, okay, I got you.
Hey, you ever met a white guy named Andre?
Named Andre? No, but I've met a white guy named Trey.
Trey.
So is it because I think I'm following what you're going. But
I met a white Tyrone.
Oh shh.
Yeah. Tyrone.
Yeah, his mom had something going
I'm
on.
not done. I met a white Jerome.
Okay. No, I'm trying to think back. I think I'm trying to go back in the so Avion is and chased by these raspberry.
I met a white Tyrone.
I'm pretty
Jerome.
sure I've met a white Jerome.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
And it hits you. Like when they say my name's Jerome.
Yeah, like you do it even though you're staring at him in the face. You do a double take at him.
Yo, stop fucking with me.
Yeah. Okay? What's your real name?
What's your real name?
Yeah.
Jerome Tyrone.
Yeah.
I never met a white guy with a last name Washington.
Ooh, that's a good. I don't know. I've never met anybody with the last name Washington. Honestly.
I've met plenty of Washingtons.
I've never met one.
I've never met a white guy named Washington. The only Washington I can pull up that's white out of the history is who?
George Washington.
George Washington. Yeah. That's it. So he must have been some serious slave fucking because he populated.
Have you ever? So since we're going down this, I've never met a blacksmith.
What?
Not a blacksmith. A Smith. A black person with the last name.
There's a branch of my family named Smith.
I'd love to meet it because I never have. I'd like to check that one off.
Okay.
And like a black Ryan.
Last name Ryan?
No, first name Ryan.
A black dude named Ryan? I don't know if I know a black dude named Ryan.
Okay, so we're here.
Ryan's from the suburbs, though.
Yeah,
well, black or white, he's from the fucking suburbs.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
but we're talking those stereotypes.
So
like
Jacob.
Yeah, like we're talking the stereotypes, right? Like there's certain names, and is it stereotypical? Sure, but is it also part of it true? Yeah. Like I said, I met a white kid named Trey.
Badass. Where was he from? Was he from here?
Yeah, he's from here. Yep.
Sure shit.
Yeah. Trey. And it fit, and I was like, yo, dude. Like,
his mom used to do some things back in the day. Huh? She said to her husband, Jeremy, no matter what, our firstborn son's going to be named Trey. And he's like, okay. Right? And she'd be calling him too. She'd be like this. She'd be like, Trey, come here. And he's like, why are you rubbing your titties when you call me, Mom? Oh, no reason. It reminds me of this time back in 87, right?
Right. Yeah. Now, a name's a name. And I really don't care. Like, I have some kids that some. All right. And I love all of their names. And I don't care what you assign them to. All their names are fantastic. A name's a name. You know, I break down that stereotype. Who cares? I love it. Mm-hmm. I love it when they break it all together, right? Yep. I like it. Put it in a mixer and let's go. I love it.
LA's been on fire for 3 months because the fucking Lakers won the championship. And you turn around and the fucking Dodgers win. And the Dodgers needed the Red Sox to win the fucking championship. Don't forget you guys got fucking Mookie Betts on the low.
Yep.
All right?
Because Mac was all over that shit all season.
I want to hate the Dodgers, but I can't because the Dodgers are the Brooklyn Dodgers that moved to L.A. And they had Jackie Robinson, so I can't hate them.
I love there was one time when I was a kid. I was young. I was probably 12 or 13, and I went into the store that only sold hats at the time. Now they sell other shit, but it was sports memorabilia, but it was hats, and I bought a Brooklyn Dodgers hat because I love the look of it. It was
Spike
badass.
Lee would have loved you.
Yeah, and so
Spike Lee would have loved you.
So then, fast forward to 2014, I think, 14, 15, somewhere in there. Anyway, I went to a Dodgers game. Mm-hmm. I was over there in L.A. and I was like, let's give it a go. So I go to the game, and they're handing out free hats, and I was like, hell yeah. I'll take a Dodgers hat. The blue and white. No, you know what it was? You know what it was, Keith?
What?
It was purple and gold. Because you know who they were?
Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did you dirty,
man.
No.
What year was it that Gasol and Kobe won it?
09.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
Damn. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was purple and gold, and I got an LA Dodgers hat in purple and gold, and I was like, come on, man. I want the white, and I want the blue.
NFL and that pink shit, right, for the cancer, they just jumped.
Love it.
They jumped all over that shit this year. They danced right by it. You seen any pink shit? Because they're struggling for fucking fans, right?
Yep.
You think the NFL's out for fucking do good?
Yeah.
NFL's out for fucking dollars, all right? Just keep that in mind. And I would also like to say this. What do you do when you talk on the phone as a guy? What do you do?
I talk on the phone. I don't know.
What is your body language? if you're a guy talking on the phone, what do? So you answer the phone.
Pace around.
You pace around.
Yeah.
Why do guys do that?
I don't know.
Okay, let me tell you how fucking relevant that is to how a guy is.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm all ears.
I'm driving the other day. I'm in a long fucking traffic line. This light is like that. And I see this guy, Wood.
Yeah.
He's on his cell phone.
Okay.
He's pacing up and down the sidewalk.
Okay.
He's in a wheelchair. True story. This motherfucker's in an electric wheelchair, pacing up and down the sidewalk. Guys were hardwired to do that shit.
Yeah.
You call me sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
I do.
And me and you will talk for maybe a minute. That's
Yeah.
not a pacing situation.
For me, it is. I do.
For you do it in a minute? I won't do it in a minute.
If I ever talk to you on the phone, I'm at my house, and so I'm like, kitchen, bedroom, living room.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll start to wander downstairs. Like, maybe I need to prepare the studio.
Okay.
And then we end, and I'm like, okay.
A minute doesn't do it for me. A minute and 1 second, now I'm walking. My girl's like, where you going? I'm like, I'm walking. I walk in the kitchen. I walk outside. I walk in the backyard. That's what guys do. This motherfucker was in an electric wheelchair, had the phone, and I watched him. He'd pace down to this one fucking seam in the fucking sidewalk, turn around, go back to the other seam. I was just like, yo, we're hardwired for this shit. It's incredible.
It is.
Just how we are naturally.
Uh-huh.
Wood. He's in a wheelchair. Pacing. Which tells me he used to be able to walk, right?
Yeah.
Because he knows the cadence of shit, you know?
He's like,
This dumb motherfucker.
I don't know why it goes boop, boop, boop when you turn.
In Colorado, won the lottery and went 3 days over turning in his ticket, and the lottery was like, fuck you.
Ooh.
You missed it. I would tear my fucking eyeballs out the sockets if that was me. How do you fuck that up? So
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you do that.
Is that a good? That's not a good.
That's
Is that a?
That's like
we're wrong if we kick your ass.
No,
I mean I don't know. What
I think you have to. I think we have to create a new category like.
Don't arrest him if he gets high, because that was for the weed guy, right?
No, don't arrest him if he kicks somebody's ass.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. SEAL Team 6 rescues U.S. citizen Philip Walton in Nigeria. Now, SEAL Team 6, I thought that was just that one SEAL team. I thought they retired all your SEAL teams. So the ones that iced Obama, I thought now you went 7, 8, 9, 12, 13.
That's what I thought. Like it progressed each year or each team.
The thing is, you don't want to do is fuck with number 6.
No.
Okay? SEAL Team Dr. J, run out the fucking way. Oh,
yeah.
That's rhyming back to Kurt shit, right? But no, SEAL Team 6, they show up, get the fuck out the way. Yeah. All right? Because your ass is over.
Yeah. So if I'm...
Those are heroes.
If I'm a bad guy and they're like, hey, SEAL Team 6 is about to walk in here. Like, okay, we're done. Yeah. Who do we have? Because we're going to give them back.
Tits down, ass up. Let them do what they're going to do to me. All right? Now, we need to talk about this. Okay, all right? This is a sliver of my childhood, but you're aware of it.
Okay.
All right. Sean Connery died, man.
He did.
At 90.
Sliver of.
At 90.
Who's the best 007?
I go Roger Moore because that's what I grew up on. Okay. I knew of Sean Connery. I go Roger Moore, though.
Okay. For me, it was Sean Connery.
Really?
Yeah.
You dance right over Roger Moore?
Yeah, I do.
See, I grew up on Roger Moore. Octopussy because I was like, oh, god damn, he said pussy.
Yeah.
I said to my cousin Zachary, go take me to this movie, you know, Paul. Somebody, Junior, get me over there.
Yeah, Sean Connery's badass.
Where I got on Sean Connery was not The Rock.
I was going to just ask if it
not
was
The Rock.
Because he was great.
It was The Untouchables.
Ooh.
That's when he put me on. All right? Badass. Scottish accent with the fucking accent. But they're digging up shit on him already. There's a video going around of Sean Connery.
Let it go. Who cares?
Talking to Barbara Walters about when a woman needs to be slapped.
Yep.
Okay?
YouTube that shit, guys.
He goes, Barbara Walters, she tried to drop some shit on him, right? She's from Massachusetts, by the way. Yeah. And she's like, so women, it's good to slap a woman? He goes, no, it's not good. But if that bitch steps out of line, she needs to be touched up. I was like, damn, Sean Connery, you want some real shit that wouldn't work in 2020.
Right. So the way I understood his answer is not necessarily that he's a wife beater or woman beater that does that shit, but he's like, listen, if you're coming at me and you're scratching me, you're scraping me, you're punching me, you're fighting me, I am going to hit you back. I don't care what you are. I don't care what your age is. Okay. I'm going to put you back in your spot because that's where you belong, and this is where I am.
I like your answer.
Yeah.
I like it. That's got a little 2020 ash on it.
It does.
That's not what I got from it. What I got from it
wasn't it, but that's what I put on it.
Hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to see my mistress. Where's my keys? Sean, you're not leaving anyway. Slap, slap. Oh, Sean, your keys are in the kitchen. In the fucking third drawer down. I'm sorry. That's what I got from that, okay?
That's probably more accurate.
That is a different era of way to deal with shit. Him, Ricky Ricardo, and fucking Lauren Green, sure used to beat the shit out of women, okay? No, Desi Arnaz. That was his name, right?
I'm pretty sure on I Love Lucy that may have happened. Like, they're like, okay, cut. Lucy! Ricky Ricardo was something else, dude.
Something's happening.
Oh, yeah, I would be terrified to be on that set.
Sean Connery, R.I.P., and people are sad that he left, but the motherfucker was 90 years old.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, these 3 kids you got coming in the next 4 months, if I'm 90, somebody didn't push me downstairs.
Yeah.
Push me down the motherfucking stairs. If I can't walk, if I can't wipe my own ass, if I can't make my own fucking drink, push me down a flight of stairs.
And I get that, and I can appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm out.
But me, I personally want to live to be at 100.
Yeah, you've said that. You're going to will yourself to 100.
Yeah, I am, because...
colostomy bag?
Yep.
Right?
I don't care what's wrong.
Teeth?
As long as I can speak. As soon as I cannot speak, throw me in front of a bus or something. It doesn't matter. But if I can speak, and if I have my wits enough about me, I want to be able to say, back in my day.
Oh,
because...
We're at that point now, Woodrow. We're at that point right now, Woody.
But if I'm at 100, who is going to fact check me of the 80s? Oh, nobody.
I think all of them, because you can't catch them to beat that ass. There's no the respect is gone now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I am going to be the best athlete, the best singer.
Oh yeah,
the best. I don't know, seamstress even. I go there. Best baker. I'm going to be the best everything.
Best baker. Such a
I'm going to be the best everything from top to bottom when I'm 100 because nobody's going to fact check me. Oh, Grampy. And I'm going to be like, great-great-grandpa living. I'm going to be like, yeah, that's right. I used to do this shit.
I feel you, man. I feel you. You know, you run them down like you want to, right?
Right.
When you get there. I would like to talk about this, okay?
Okay.
And these are weed people questions again.
All right.
I don't understand why nobody's talked about Michael Jackson's kids. Now, I'm not dogging the dead. All right, but I'm old enough to remember Michael Jackson with the Jackson 5, and he had, Michael Jackson had a Ving Rhames nose. You know what I mean? And then he got the Diana Ross nose, who Diana Ross stole from fucking, I don't know, Carly Simon.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But he got these fucking beautiful kids. Those aren't his kids.
I don't know. They are.
Wood, goddammit, don't make me jump over all this shit, fuck up your new equipment. Paris Jackson's not Michael Jackson's biological kid.
I don't know, man.
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
Anyhow,
I think
I wish somebody other than you would have that conversation with Michael Jackson's kids, and it's fine. I mean, he claimed them as his own.
It's true.
They're beautiful. I mean, no question about it. But
yeah.
They don't look like little Michael Jackson. All right, they don't.
Yeah, but not every kid looks like a father. Some kids look like their mother.
Okay. Their mom obviously is a Egyptian supermodel who married her brother, who's also an Egyptian supermodel.
Fair enough.
Speaking of Egyptian, 2 men who sold an Indian doctor an Aladdin lamp for $93,000 have been arrested after he realized it did not give him good health. Now, why were they arrested? They got the hustle on. If you can get $93,000 for some fake-ass lamp saying it's got shit, the crime's not on me. The crime's on you and your family for not raising a fucking cogent motherfucker.
Why are you, first of all, where are you getting that money? If you're worth that kind of money, I don't know, go buy a surgeon.
Well, what is that old proverb? A fool whose money is super quickly separated or some shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
He's
a fool.
Idiot.
Don't arrest me.
Yeah.
Go arrest him for being a dumb fuck.
Yeah. It's his fault.
Let me walk on.
Yeah.
$93,000 is a weird number anyhow.
It is. How many people are buying shit online so they're like, this dress is a size 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so they buy it. They're like, hey, I'm a size 2, girl. I'm going to get it. And it's 2 inches. Like the entire thing is 2 inches. Like it's this big. It's like for a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Well, that's your bad. You bought it. You didn't read the fine print. And I kind of feel like that's the same thing. You're an idiot for they bought a lamp.
A genie lamp. A genie lamp. Like I dream a genie with Barbie Eden. Is Barbie Eden still alive? Is she still alive? Barbie Eden.
I don't
from
know.
My Dream of Genie. You got a fucking computer right in front of you. You don't want to fact check shit. And you're going to tell me you don't know. I know Larry Hagman's dead. Larry Hagman, who was J.R. Ewing. Remember who shot J.R.? That was right around the year you were born. Fucking funny enough, I remember that shit happening. I remember the whole thing.
I'm trying to be, just like, let's go with this. Let's flow. Let's be. I listen.
You're like a hippie in a fucking love nest.
We're doing new stuff. Like we're branching out there. We're doing the live videos. And
people like the live.
They do.
People like it. They're like 2 bald-headed milk duds. One vanilla flavor, one mocha flavor.
Yeah.
They love it.
They do.
Good on them.
And it surprises me. So I sit here and I'm thinking to myself, well, first of all, I gotta sit up straight.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta brush my shirt down to make sure it doesn't look like it. And then I look over the camera. Do I have any rolls anywhere?
Tape on your nipples.
I do.
Right.
And I get a little self-conscious. It's a video. We're not used to it.
Don't get self-conscious, buddy. You're doing good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Barbie Eden still alive? That was a fucking question.
Well, you interrupted me. I was going on something else, and then you asked about something else. Okay, I'm going to look it up. Barbara Eden. Yeah, it appears she's still alive.
Good on her.
She was born in 30. She's 89 years old.
Damn.
Give a shit.
Yo.
Mm-hmm, she's still alive.
Do you still dream of that genie? I mean, there's people from the 70s. Lindsay
enjoyed
Wagner,
that show. Yeah.
Candace Bergen with a freaky fucking dad. Look, gun sales are up 309% and no mass shootings. It's almost like guns aren't the problem. That's a good point.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good point.
It is.
And I know motherfuckers now don't want to fuck around with shit because they know motherfuckers are strapped because of the climate right now.
Yeah.
And here we go. This is a Sunday.
Yeah.
We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to call it Wednesday Armageddon because either way, this shit is fucking pop off.
I feel like I don't care who you vote for. I get out and vote. Right? That's the thing to say.
Yeah.
I think I don't care who you vote for, but I also feel like Corona's going to stop November 4th.
Rona. Wood with that. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I am saying.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, guys, we're going to wrap this up. For those of you that are watching us live, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We're going to wrap this up. Could have been said to any of the fucking people you impregnated in the past 15 years that you've been having babies.
You know, I should have.
You should have said, we're going to wrap this up.
I had an epiphany the other day. And that might have been last night. I don't know. But I said, when I was a kid, if you look back 20 years ago, then I paused.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a kid 20 years ago, Keith.
I know. Doesn't it slip away? Wood is crazy.
I hated I had to adjust that phrase.
Do you ever remember being the youngest one in the room?
Yep.
You're like, look at all these old motherfuckers. That motherfucker's 23. That motherfucker's 27. Fuck him. Right?
Yeah.
And now you're in the room. You're like, I would kill 9 babies right now to be 27.
I was just at a Halloween party this recent week, and I said, I was the oldest in the room, Keith.
They got fucking costumes you don't even recognize what the fuck that is, right?
Yeah. I said, it's time to cook hot dogs in my driveway so as the trick-or-treaters and their parents come by, I can feed them because that's where we are as old people. And so this is where we're at in this world. So, guys, you know where to find us. We're at SoWhutChuSayin.com. That'll take you to all the social medias.
The glory hole.
Take you to the glory hole.
That's my shit.
Take you to the glory hole. You can watch this live. That's the thing. We're doing that now. We feel like that's a thing. That's our next step in the. I don't know. It's the next step. Anyway, we're live, guys, every week. And so what you saying at gmail.com. So those of you that have watched us, whether it be live, whether you've listened to us on whatever podcast platform you're listening to us on, send us an email at SoWhutChuSayin at gmail.com. If you found us, you know how to spell it. If you're on Instagram, that's not how we spell it. I put an underscore in there because the things happened. Mistakes were made. And send us those emails. We love them, guys. Kick them over to us.
Except for Kurt. Kurt, stop.
Yeah. Kirk, you give it a try. However, I will say this. I will say, like, hey, like Jake, I've noticed you a few weeks in a row now, buddy. Jake, send us an email.
Trying to come up?
Yeah, Crystal, send us an email.
Okay.
Who else we got in this? Melissa, send us an email.
I saw Melissa.
Yeah, send us an email, guys. We want to hear from you guys. We want to know what you think. Also, I can't stress this enough. Go over to whatever podcast catch you're at, and if you're on Apple, give us a rating and a review because that always boosts us up, kicks us over there, and kind of promotes us a little bit. Without it, you actually promoting us, it does. It helps us. I mean, because at the end of the day, we're about who, Keith?
Us, motherfuckers.
Yep, that's what we're about. That we're about us. So, guys, check us out on the social media. Send us an email, anchor.fm/SoWhutChuSayin if you want to contribute. And those of you that do contribute, I cannot thank you enough. I know Keith from the bottom of his heart thanks you. Thank you so much, guys. There are no advertisements this week because you know what? Other than Tiger Claw Tattoo, because they're in Mill Creek. Anything else outside of that, because we don't care. We got something big coming for you in 2 weeks. I promise you're going to want to tune in. I promise you're going to want to tune in. 2 weeks from now. Keith, what do we got? You know, I'm not asking you to reveal it, but...
it's coming. No,
okay.
I'm happy. I mean,
yeah. 2 weeks from now, guys, you're not going to want to miss. So make sure you tune in. And with that, Keith, I got to tell you, my man, this week, it was a pleasure.
We had a good time. We out, bitches.